Well, I think you're all very aware that life can get crazy and stressful.
Yes.
And sometimes, we all need to just take that time to get our mind back in the right place. And I feel like this is one of those easier said than done things,
Totally.
right?
Totally, but
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
Mindfulness and meditation teacher Eliza Wing has written a book titled Just Breathe. It's a simple guide to mindful meditation to get you back on track. And she's joining us now.
That already felt good.
That did.
Right?
We should do that at the beginning of every show. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good, thank you.
It's good to have
here.
you.
Yes.
be here.
So let's start with mindfulness and actually defining it. What is it? And why is it important?
Sure. So mindfulness is being present, aware of the present moment without judgment. Okay, so the without judgment is a big part of that. So you don't get caught up in
Like judging ourselves?
or others. I mean, if you
okay.
think about just your daily life, you're always sort of, and I mean, not just you specifically,
Right.
but
No.
we are always, critically thinking, and we have to be in the world, but
Right.
just to be here without judging the experience.
How do you do it when, so here's my mind. I have to pack lunches. I have to pick up the kids from school. What am I going to make for dinner? Like when it starts to do that hamster wheel, and none of that
Yeah.
stuff is bad. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's
Right.
just
Important,
that it
but-
can all of a sudden become overwhelming.
Yep.
My alarm's going to go off at 1 a.m. Should I set one every 5 minutes? Will I wake up? What if I oversleep? Will the one in the bathroom wake me up? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
What do you do to kind of reel yourself in?
Well, so meditation in and of itself. So first of all, I started meditating when I had 2 small children at home and I had a big job and I just didn't feel like I could balance it all.
Yeah.
So a lot of people come to this because they're stressed out for good reason. So I started meditating and the practice of it, the daily practice of it actually rewires your brain. They've shown that through, brain studies and countless ones, that even if you start practicing and you do it for, say, 6 weeks, there's a noticeable change.
Yeah.
And what happens is you become less reactive.
Okay.
And the thoughts don't stop. They just don't, it's not like you
don't
believe in the
consume you,
story. Yeah, they don't
maybe?
consume you, yeah.
So when you're meditating, do we just kind of close our eyes, we're in the moment, and we're not thinking of the alarm and the dinner and the volleyball game and all that? We're not
zenning.
talking. Yes. Is that what
Are we thinking of nothing?
Well, no, it's almost virtually impossible to think of nothing.
Right, that was
one
my
of the-
next point.
One of the first things that people will say to me, students will say, well, I tried it, I can't do it, it's not for me because I can't stop my mind. And what I like to explain to them is that what you do is you focus on your breath, we close your eyes, focus on the breath, and then when a thought comes, you just notice it and you come back to the breath.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not going to stop thinking, you're just going to be aware of the fact that the thinking is occurring, and that very action actually begins to change the brain.
Could we get into meditation for a second here? Is it hard to learn? Is it just about the breathing? Is it something that takes time to, do you need a coach? Can you read the book and do it yourself?
I think you can read the book and do it yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
but
And there it is,
yeah.
by the way, which, the feather on it, for whatever reason, makes me feel so relaxed. to
I know
even
it
look
does.
at that. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Where's that available at?
So it's for sale at Loganberry Books on Larchmere, Max Backs on Coventry, and then Bay Arts Gift Shop over in Bay Village.
Plenty of places.
Yeah, and then you can also access it through the website.
How many times would you say to integrate mindfulness or meditation into a day or a week? Or is it different every person?
Yeah, no, I think you should meditate every morning. That's what I do if you can manage it.
And you could do these things anywhere.
Right.
Correct?
Absolutely. I had a student who would meditate when she parked her car after work before she went in to
that's
see
a
the
good
kids and the
time.
dogs, right?
Yes.
That's called checking it at the door
Yeah.
in a really healthy way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a really healthy way, because you're letting it go.
Yeah.
That's so good. Meditation versus mindfulness. What would be the main difference between the two?
Right, so meditation is a practice within mindfulness. So it helps you to become more aware and less engaged in the story of your thoughts by practicing meditation.
Okay.
And the reason we practice with breath is because we hope it's always with us, right? So you always can go back to the breath, and you can meditate actively, during the day as well.
Right.
You don't have to just go sit on a cushion or something.
Would
Right.
you say that for somebody who maybe is suffering from depression or dealing with anxiety, that this could be something that is possibly life-changing?
Yes, it's clinically shown to change people's relationship to depression, stress, insomnia, anxiety.
That middle of the night, everything seems like a big deal.
It
In the middle
does.
of the night,
It does.
the mind starts going, right? Well, we need to get a copy of
Yes,
this
we do.
book.
We need to start
And
class
this
together.
is how you can, right there at the bottom.
So it's yourawakenedheart.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is
Wonderful.
so helpful to everybody. We started with a breath and we ended with one.
Yes.
Plus, when you're really breathing deeply, you think about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.